great ones. What's happening, baby? New video today, reacting to the NFL Divisional round of the playoffs that are starting this weekend, today, starting at 4:30 Eastern time. Got some predictions. We break down each of the teams, their strengths, their weaknesses. If you guys are enjoying this kind of content, please be sure to drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And make sure to ring the bell so you stay up to date on all the content that we're pushing out daily. Appreciate you guys. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. So here is what we need to talk about. NFL playoffs coming up this weekend. Are you ready?
Are you ready for some football?
So we have a couple games on the slate. First game, Saturday, 4:30. That's the poo-poo game, quote unquote. Traditionally, the early game on Saturday is the game that is the least enticing of all the four, schedule-wise. We have the Bengals at the Titans. The spread, -3.5 in Tennessee's favor. They're laying 3.5 points against the Bengals. I don't know how I would go with that just this second. I'd probably lean, I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I'd probably lean in the direction of the Bengals plus 3.5. The reason why, Joe Shiesty, Joe Burr, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon. They are loaded on offense. The Titans are good. Don't get me wrong. I heard a stat today. The Titans are a team that don't blitz a ton. Joe Burrow is only the 20th ranked quarterback when not being blitzed and only being rushed by 4. So that's interesting. And I think he's like top 5 when being blitzed. That's an unbelievable statistic QBR wise. But this is not just about the Titans defense. The Bengals have a good defense too. Are they going to overly dominate you on defense? Absolutely not. They can get to the quarterback. You can beat them through the air. But they're actually pretty tough to run against. I think they were top 10, maybe even top 5 against the run this year. The Titans can be beaten deep through the air. They play short coverage well. They cover everything up front pretty well. But when it comes to being beaten deep, the Bengals have that advantage because they have Jamar Chase, they have T. Higgins, they have Tyler Boyd, they have CJ Uzoma. They have a lot of options. So I think that all leans in the Bengals' favor. However, you cannot discredit the fact that King Henry is coming back this week. King Henry is coming back. He is the best running back in football, and it's not even close. Is he 100% healthy? I don't know. I would assume he's not hurt, or else he wouldn't be playing. You can't play a running back hurt. Doesn't work. I mean, you're a running back. You are your whole purpose is to be explosive in the hole, be patient, use your athleticism, use your footwork, use your quickness and your agility. If you're hurt with your foot injury, you have no chance of being any of those things. So I would assume he's healthy if he's coming back. Ryan Tannehill, very underrated quarterback, in my opinion. Can he do it in a big spot? Who knows? We'll see. I'm taking the Bengals this weekend. If I bet, I'm giving the Bengals plus 3.5. I don't bet, though. That's just from outside looking in. That's first game. Game number 2, Saturday. I believe it's 8 o'clock, 8:30 or 7:30 or something like that in that area. We have the 49ers at the Packers. Bucks are going to win it all. I don't know about that. I don't think so. This is the biggest spread of the weekend. Packers -5.5. It was plus. I think it was Niners +6 a couple hours ago. It just swung over to Packers -4.5 or 5.5. Here's some things you need to know. Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in football right now, and it's not close. They have a balanced offense. AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones, awesome running backs. They have the best wide receiver in football, skill-wise, right now in Devontae Adams. Statistically, no, that's Cooper Kupp. But in terms of athletic and wide receiver skill and ability, Devontae Adams is the best wide receiver in football. Can the Niners, who don't blitz, only rush 4, that means they play coverage pretty well, can the Niners turn Rodgers over? Because that's the key to this game. The key to this game is, can the Niners turn Aaron Rodgers over? Playoff Aaron Rodgers is not the same as regular season Aaron Rodgers. That's the biggest difference in this game. Can Aaron Rodgers come out and play like he is the quarterback he is in the regular season? 4 interceptions all season. 4. You know, I saw a stat in 20 playoff games, Aaron Rodgers has 13 interceptions. Something like in the regular season, every 77 passes, he throws an interception or something like that. But in the playoffs, it's every 57 passes. That's a huge difference. Doesn't sound like a big difference, but that's 20 less passes he has to throw before he throws an interception. Something to look out for. Can the Packers defense slow down the 49ers? Not passing, rushing. Can the Packers defense slow down the San Francisco 49ers rush attack? Because it's nasty. They pound the ball, they play slow, they're methodical, and they have probably the most prolific athlete in the playoffs right now in Deebo Samuel. Is he the best wide receiver? No. Is he the best running back? No. Is he the guy that could do it both really well? Yeah. I'm scared if I'm the Packers for that guy. And the problem is if you game plan only for him, you still have Elijah Mitchell. You still have Brandon Ayuk. You still have good quality players. The spread's -5.5 for the Packers. I would take +5.5 Niners swing. Packers still pulled this game out though. I'm thinking somewhere in like the 27-24 range or 24-20 range, something like that. I'm taking the Packers in the game, but I'm going to take the Niners in the spread, personally. Next game, Rams at Bucks. This is the game of the week, in my opinion, for me. Rams at Bucks. My game of the week, because you guys know I am going to be hard watching that game Sunday afternoon. Going to get ready for it. I can't wait. It's going to be a lit game. They're going to get at the quarterback. Tom Brady, greatest quarterback of all time. I mean, there's nothing you can say bad about Tom Brady in terms of his quality of game or anything like that. Do I like Tom Brady? No. Is Tom Brady the best quarterback of all time? Yes. There is one way that the Bucks win this game. One. There's only one way. If they can control the clock and run the ball. Tom Brady is not going to beat the Rams this week. I'm going to tell you that right now. He might get... So if the Bucks win this week and Tom Brady goes down and scores the game-winning drop, whatever, he scores the game-winning touchdown, I'm going to tell you right now, the reason they win this game is not because of Tom Brady. If they win this game, it's because they control the clock and they run the ball, and Leonard Fournette has over 100 yards, and they have 150-plus yards of rushing. That is how they win this game, because that is the Rams' weakness on defense. If they can't get a rushing attack going, this game is going to be one-sided. You heard it here first. I promise. I promise you that. If they can't run the ball against the Rams, Tom Brady is not going to have a good game. He's going to be on his ass the whole game. I promise you that. The offensive line for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is hurt. Corey Linsley is not 100%. Tristan Wirfs is going to be in a walking boot. If he plays, who knows how good he's going to play? I'm telling you right now. Leonard Floyd, Aaron Donald, Von Miller, Greg Gaines, the front four is going to eat that man's lunch. I promise you that. Jalen Ramsey is going to do his very best to cover Mike Evans whenever he's one-on-one with him. David Long Jr., listen, I'm telling you right now, the Rams are going to win this game as long as they can slow down the rush. I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a two-score game. I know that sounds crazy, but I see the Rams winning this game 30-20, 34-24, something like that. Because the Bucs defense is okay. It's pretty good. But if the Rams can run the ball, anything like they did last week against the Cardinals, that makes Matt Stafford's job a million times easier. You notice I haven't spoken about Cooper Kupp? You notice that? Because Cooper Kupp's not the X factor in this game. He'll have a good game. He always does. But he's not the X factor. OBJ's not the X factor either. Because I think the both of them are still going to have a good game. I can see them both combining for somewhere near the 10 or 12 catch mark, maybe even close to 15 catches between the two of them. And they're going to push close to 200 yards between the two of them. And they'll probably have two scores. I don't think they're going to be the issue. I think they'll be fine. I think it's the Rams running game, Matthew Stafford turning the ball over, getting after Tom Brady, stopping the run of defense. If I hear and see those things from the Rams on Sunday, they win this game handily. I promise. Next game. I'm taking the Rams, by the way, if that didn't make that clear. The spread's 3, by the way. So I take the Rams +3 any day of the week. Bills at Chiefs. This is not my game of the week. Bills at Chiefs. Spread is 1.5, which means that Vegas and the bettors are actually favoring the Bills in this game. Home teams get 3 points as an advantage, which means actually the Bucs and Rams game is a pick 'em. That's kind of how that works. I'm taking the Chiefs in this game. It's hard to go against pedigree, and the Chiefs have that pedigree. They have been there. They have been there the last 3 years. They both have an incredibly high-powered offense. The difference here, the run game. Again, the run game is another big difference. Are the Bills going to stick to their run game? Is Josh Allen going to continue to run the ball? Is Devin Singletary going to continue to run the ball? If the answer to that question is yes, the Bills are going to make this very interesting, and they may actually pull this out. The defenses are both very inconsistent, and they have been for most of the first part of the year. Second half of the year, both of these teams' defenses have been pretty good. So I would expect the defenses to play okay. The debate right now, though, is it Josh Allen or is it Pat Mahomes? Who are you taking, Pat Mahomes or Josh Allen? That's the question. And I heard somebody say that they think Josh Allen's it right now. And I think Josh Allen's very good. I mean, don't get me wrong. He is unbelievable and incredible. But Pat Mahomes has the pedigree. He's won a Super Bowl. He's won an MVP. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. And he's been in the championship game 3 times now. In a row. I mean, he's there. So I think we still give this to the Chiefs. So, at the end of it all, we're looking at Chiefs-Bengals in the championship game, which would be awesome. I can't wait for that, if that's the case. On the NFC side, we would have Rams-Packers. And man, I can't wait to see that either. Rams need to get their comeuppance. They were kicked out of the playoffs last year by the Packers. They lost to the Packers earlier this year. I want the Rams to come back, and I want to kick Aaron Rodgers in the throat. I want them to get after him. I want him to complain about his toe, and I want the Rams to go on to the Super Bowl. And if the Bengals win this week, man, if the Bengals win this week, I am on the fucking Bengal train, dude. I'm telling you right now. If the Rams get on with the Bengals, that is going to be an incredible Super Bowl. Joe Burr and Joe Shiesty going up against Matt Stafford and the Celebrity Rams. High-powered, action-packed, dude. I can't wait.